Good morning, got to love Thailand. Hope you're doing well, Dave. You're up early, sir. Andy Stubbs, good morning. I'm doing okay, got to love. To be honest with you, I've had some high levels of pain lately. Just, my chronic pain, neuropathy, fibromyalgia, sometimes it'll flare up, and I did a lot of exercise up there at Nong Beach. Did a lot of walking, which is good for you, right? But sometimes I pay the price if I try to do too much. But I've been getting lots and lots of rest the last couple of days. But I got you live on the Hero 9 with a headband. How's the audio? I've just got the windsock on the Hero 9. Seems to be working okay, but we have a lot of strong wind today. As a matter of fact, there's some rain clouds. I hit a little bit of rain coming in from the house, so a little bit of rain. You can see the clouds are moving onshore here from the Gulf. I've also got some time warp footage that I'm filming with the Hero 8s. So hopefully we can get some good cloud movement as well as the tide. But I'm out here at Phala Beach in a popular spot for the fishermen. These are all fishing boats, and mostly crab fishermen, but they do fish for squid as well. So yeah, thanks for coming in. Happy April, everyone. Happy April. Got to love Andy Stubbs, Steve Bynes, Richard Travel, Jeff Johnson. Wow, thank you guys for coming in so early. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Yeah, the sunrises here at Phala Beach are amazing. Well, thank you very much, Richard. It's just something I have to live with. I can honestly tell you that if the average person woke up with my level of pain, they'd be going to the emergency room. What in the hell is wrong with me? But I've been living with it for a long time. Almost 6 years here in Thailand with no narcotics, no opioids like they had me on in the States. Thai massage therapy helps a lot. But I've got an appointment set with my neuromuscular specialist at Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya. So I'm overdue to get in to see him. And I do feel fortunate that I am covered for my chronic issues through the Veterans Administration FMP program, Foreign Medical Program. So they pay 100% of the bills at Bangkok Hospital in Pattaya when it's associated with my chronic pain, my fibromyalgia, my neuropathy, which, to be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of treatment that can help. But the neuromuscular specialist there is pretty good, understands what I'm going through. So, you know, they try to put you on these MOA inhibitors, which are mostly known to treat depression that I do not have. But they also are treatment for sensory neuropathy, motor neuropathy, just neuropathy pain in general. But I've never had any luck with any of them, and they actually make me depressed. So I've got them on my allergies list, all MOA inhibitors and antidepressant medications. So I just put them on my allergy list. That way there's never a mistake of trying to prescribe me those things. They do work for some people, but they don't work for me at all. They don't decrease the pain, and the moods are really bad, and yeah, I don't need it. I don't feel like myself, you know. Basically what they do is they go in there and they control the the balance of the chemicals in your brain. And this is somehow supposed to block neuropathy pain. And like I said, I guess it is pretty effective for a lot of people. So I don't want to turn anybody off from trying them. There's lots of different names, but they're basically all in the antidepressant, anti-anxiety category. And they've been shown to be effective for chronic pain issues with some people, but not me. So I'm also going to try to get into the Phala International Hospital. They accept the FMP program as well. And they've got really good acupuncture doctors there at Phala International, which is real close to the Mitt Beach Hotel where I was staying. So I've got an email into them, and you know, we just have to see what the VA FMP program will pay for. You know, they submit that request, and it gets approved or denied, right? It would be nice if the VA would pay for the acupuncture procedures, because when you get it professionally done through a doctor, and I've had it before, and I just paid out of pocket, it can be pretty expensive. So especially at the private hospitals, but I noticed benefit just from a couple of acupuncture treatments, and then I've never went back and had, you know, continuous acupuncture. But they do have a doctor that specializes in that. That's his expertise, is acupuncture at Phala International Hospital. So I'm trying to get in with them and see if I'm pretty sure they accept the FMP program, so I can have my benefits letter and all of the records from my service-connected disability. I can have those sent over from Bangkok Hospital, Phala, right? So we'll see how it goes. I appreciate your concern. I don't think it's anything new, but it's possible. I could have something else going on. It's hard to determine by the way I feel, you know, because I feel like crap a lot. I just keep smiling and pushing through it, you know what I mean? But there could be something else going on, so yeah. I need to get me a little supplemental insurance plan. I had a plan with Cigna for a while, for a year, but I let it lapse, and I'm looking at a plan through an actual Thai-based health insurance provider. So I'm looking at that right now. So just in case there was something that wouldn't be covered under my service-connected disabilities, then I need that additional coverage, right? Anyway, enough about that. I feel better this morning. I've had basically 2 days of nothing but stay at home and sleep. I'm so proud of my wife and Nina and Nope Noi at the open mic. They really are doing a great job, guys. I missed a great customer the other day. ATB, Aussie Thai Bangkok, was in the house at the open mic for breakfast. They live in Bangkok, but they also have a condo in Jomp Tien. So they come down and they bring friends. But I wasn't there. I was out of it, dealing with the right shoulder and right elbow, kind of some pretty intense pain over there. So trying to heal that up. Could be associated with my underlying condition, and it could be something separate. So I've got to get in and get checked out. And but yeah, I felt bad that I couldn't be there, but he understood, and I'm telling you, the ladies put out the breakfast just like I was there. Hello, Peter D. Jay East, good morning. Good morning, Sir Jay East. For 32 degrees Fahrenheit in the States. Oh, well, I hope you can enjoy this tropical scene we got here. It's really amazing. And it's hot. It's hot season in Thailand. I don't know what the current temperature is. I didn't check. I'm guessing it's around 30 Celsius. But out here at Phala Beach, we've got this nice wind blowing from the south. It's very comfortable. You can see we've got about a 3/4 moon. I normally start the beach stream down there by that gazebo. But this morning I started up here by the fishing boats because I've got some time lapse going on. So hopefully we're getting some nice. I sped up the time lapse to 10 frames per second, so it'll increase the speed of the cloud movement. So I'm learning about the time warp, and got a lot of good feedback on the Thai movie video that included a lot of time warp as well as regular video footage. So I appreciate the feedback on that. I appreciate you guys sharing it. It's doing real well for my small channel. You guys know I'm not concerned about the number of views. I'm more concerned about all you quality people that follow the channel. So, you know, the channel will get wherever it gets, whenever it gets there, right? So I would like to bring the videos to a broader audience, but patience is a virtue, right? I'm not going to throw up a bunch of thumbnails to try to use some clickbait. People enjoy the content on the channel, they'll subscribe voluntarily. I don't have to tell them every video, right? But anyway, yeah, it looks like the storm clouds are moving onshore quite a bit there now. Give you the 360 view here. We've got a lot of clouds that are catching that early morning sun. Now, unfortunately, this time of year with the increased tides, the increased surf, we do get a lot of debris that floats into the beach here. Now, they've got a volunteer program here at Phala Beach, and a big group of people will come out with a lot of trash bags and really clean it up nice. But I'll try to keep the focus off of the debris because I think everyone knows that pretty much every beach in Thailand can get a lot of debris, unfortunately. I think they're taking measures to try to improve that. But at the same time, it's not something I want to highlight. But I will tell you to have a great volunteer program here in our area. We're looking to get more involved in that. Bring a bag to the beach. So bring a bag, fill it up, put it in a bin, right? 97, Steve says. 87. 30 degrees Celsius in Melbourne today. Wow. We're about the same temperature there, Andy. It's getting there. Yeah, I love your progression videos on the house build, Dave. Excellent stuff, man. Very, very good stuff. Dave's a lot like me. He's a hobby YouTuber, and we're still learning how to operate our equipment and stuff, but it's very useful information for people that are seriously considering relocating to Thailand. So I appreciate those videos, Dave. Good job. J.E.'s, the warm weather and the warmth of the Thai people is perfect for me. Wow, you said a mouthful there, sir. I agree. I don't know which one's warmer, the weather or the people. But I like them both. I tell you, if you got chronic pain issues, you know, you can bear the heat. You can definitely bear the heat, and I'm going to say it's even beneficial for you to do a lot of perspiration and get a lot of natural vitamin D. Because in Thailand, we stay outdoors a lot. Even when we're home, we stay outdoors a lot. So I think it's beneficial to anybody who has chronic pain issues and maybe a lot of other health-related issues. CJ, same but different. Hello and good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming in, my friend, my true friend. I almost put your shirt on this morning, but it didn't go with my swimming trunks, so I changed it up last minute. But I sure appreciate the gift, sir. I love the design. There's another guy that's just making videos because he enjoys doing it. And he enjoys his viewers and subscribers, you know what I mean? Good stuff, guys, good stuff. Thanks for coming in, brother. Wow, you're welcome, Dave. You're welcome, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. It's real. You got an amazing story. I tell you what, guys, if you haven't seen the interview with Dave, it's on my last Thailand Talk Tuesday show, and it's very interesting. We just covered the basics, but Dave can explain more in detail. Yeah, he had just recently lost his wife in the United States, living up near the Yosemite area, I believe, in California. Don't quote me on that, but up there somewhere. So he lost his wife and came to Thailand, basically told his children goodbye. He had a lot of health problems himself. Got to Thailand, got over to Phuket Island, hanging out there, and a friend introduced him to a Thai lady from Surin. So short story long, he's in Surin, he's married, he's building a home, and his life has gotten better and better, but he had a real close call. I didn't even know about it until I got him on the live show, because we didn't prep in advance. We didn't do a lot of discussion about his past, his story, but yeah, pretty heartfelt. You know, he was in ICU, and he was not doing well, guys, and his brand new Thai lady was right there by his side. So it's kind of one of those stories that you don't often hear, but I'm sure there's a lot of them that resemble that story. We just, you know, always dreamed of living in a faraway land. You know, moving abroad seems a bit extreme. Finally, you take the leap and you do it, and you don't know if you're going away to die or going away to reset your life, you know. But thank God, Dave has, his life has improved. Oh my God, look at the beauty of the bouncing rays over here. Wow. But anyway, Dave's a very humble guy, carries himself with a lot of respect, but he wasn't before. He admits without any mental reservation that he wasn't that great a guy in his youth, and didn't carry himself with respect for others. Anyway, it's a fascinating story, guys. I mean, Thailand can change your life just because of the people and the culture. We begin to let go of our cultural ways that we've known all of our lives and begin to accept the way things are here. And I think that adds a lot of peace to our life. Yeah, great story, Dave. Great story. Great man. And he's coming to the open mic very soon, so stay tuned. We'll do some live shows together. Also got a new guest coming to the open mic. Well, he's not new, he's been there before. Him and his wife, or his Thai girlfriend, I believe it is, came right after our grand opening and highlighted our little nightclub karaoke live music at the open mic. And we got a lot of customers because he's got a big channel. You might have heard of the channel. It's called R4K, Ride for Kicks. Lucas and V will be coming to the open mic very, very soon. So stay tuned to Ride for Kicks. I don't know if he can make us look good or not, guys, but I'm sure he'll try. Awesome guy. Lucas is a very, very cool guy. Unquestionable integrity and character. I can tell you firsthand. Great guy. So we're looking forward to hosting them Maybe tonight or tomorrow, who knows? But very, very soon. Stay tuned, I'll let Lucas do his thing. I won't be putting any video footage up. I might take a couple of photos of them. And if they dare sing a song, I might record a few tracks. And I've got Greenie from Greenie's Travel and his beautiful Lady Fi. Yeah, yes, I do. I have video footage of some karaoke from Brian Greenie. So I'm gonna save up a few short videos of some live performances at the open mic, and I'll throw those together for you soon. But Brian Greenie got a lot of applause from the audience. I think it was out of sympathy, because at the same time, when he was singing, they were asking for earplugs. Great guy. I enjoyed meeting him so much. Very, very smooth guy. Really, really cool. Wanders in Alaska, cheers. Oh, jealous of steaks. Siri Broker in the house. Yeah, I'll be there, Siri. I'll be there, buddy. I'm feeling a bit revived after a lot of rest. Robert H., good morning from Michigan. Thank you. Thank you, Robert H. I got a brother in Cadillac. Thank you for Bob Seeger, by the way. And my man, Kid Rock. If you don't like Kid Rock, I'm sorry, but I love him. When he gets together with Hank Jr., to me, that's the crossover music. I mean, that's amazing. Anyway, thanks, Robert H. Cheers to Michigan, sir. Andy Stubbs. That's what life is all about. Learn from your mistakes and move on. That's my motto. Very good, Andy. I love it. I love the people in the live chat. You always get such great commentary. That's a lesson to live by. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. But a wise man like Andy Stubbs tries not to repeat those mistakes, because you learn something from it, right? Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Hello, Robert. Oh, looky here. We got Bodo in the house. Bodo's always good for a laugh. Thanks for coming in, Bodo. We appreciate your comedy. Oh, what an amazing sky. Let me back up over here and I'll show you what we got going on the angle of the time warp. I've never done any time warp footage here. The tide can be pretty drastic. Drastic changes in the tide in this area, so hopefully we're getting really good cloud movement. We're sped up on 10 per second, like I told you. And despite the rough surf, the fishing must go on. Here's my man in the speedboat right here. Check him out. He always launches down there where we normally stream from. Look at him whipping it around. Look at that. I say speedboat, but you know what I mean, right? It's like a little V-bottom John boat with a pretty decent little motor on it, and kazoom. I think he goes over here and picks up supplies or something, because you'll see him go back out here in a minute. But anyway, he ain't afraid of no surf. Been doing this his whole life. Gentleman on the styrofoam skiff paddling out to his ship. And they are a bouncing. We had a lot of rough surf. We had a lot of rough surf up at Nong Ram and Nong Rong, as you might have seen my little excursion. Right up there. Right up, yeah. Yeah. Satahip, Shemaysam. Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. What a beautiful sky, man. That should be some good time warp. We've had a lot of revolving clouds. The clouds move so slow here in Asia. You can see some lower dark clouds that are moving along at a pretty good clip. But most of the time, the actual frontal clouds, cumulus nebulous, I believe they are very, very slow. It's often very difficult to tell which way the storms are even moving. That's how slow they move. But when we're warping at 10 per second, yeah, we should see a lot of good formations going on there. My wife always sees Phala in the clouds, which is like the Loch Ness Monster. He's not a dragon, okay? Not a dragon like the Chinese Buddhist temples. It's a Phala, Nakad, Naki, right? And so it's got a dragon head, a snake's body, but he's basically the guardian of the Buddhist temples here in Thailand. But my wife will often find them, and you may see some faces and different things. I think it's kind of the perception of the viewer as to what they see. I see a lot of symbolic things at times, but the thing about the time warp, yeah, it'll speed that up 10 times faster than what you see with the naked eye. I'm really pleased with that. I got the lenses wiped really clean this morning, and I know having you on the headband here is probably not ideal. I'm trying to move slow, but I know it's probably not ideal, right? But I couldn't find my chest harness this morning, and I didn't want to jack around too long and be late getting here for this amazing view. Right? Yeah, I think the time warp's going to be awesome. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Waders in Alaska, man. That's a new guy to the channel. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. You're always adding some pleasure to our live chat. Thank you. Need Kanom Krok. Tasty. Kanom Krok. Bodo's got some pretty good Thai language skills. Steak lunch today. Oh, looky here. We got James C. Shannon. Viewing from Virginia, I believe. And James is a very, very devout Muslim. We're so happy to have you in the chat, sir. Inshallah. I hope to visit Thailand as soon as it clears up with you know what. Thank you for your discretion in the live chat on the words. There are some words that YouTube really doesn't like, right? So we can use health crisis, we can use pandemic situation. Just try not to use the C word, you know what I mean? For some reason, right? And you guys know on this channel we're no politics, no religion, so I appreciate it if you start chatting about current events or anything like that. Let's keep all of ourselves politically anonymous, you know what I mean? Let's not get opinionated in a political way. It doesn't add any value to any of us. It's better if we remain anonymous in our political passions, right? Here we go, firing her up. So anyway, yeah, here's the position. Here's the position we got right now. I'm gonna hit the, oh my God. Let's get a little lefty. All right. So yeah, we're on wide angle. We're tilted up so we get a lot of clouds. And we still got good surf. Might go up a little bit more. Ooh my. Should be some good time warp footage here, guys. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Look at these fishermen, boy, I tell you. Getting after it. Getting after it. There ain't no plan. We gotta go to work, guys. Rain or surf, matters not. We got crab nets out there. So yeah, I'm not going to keep you too long because I do want to assist the ladies at the open mic today. I've been absent, but they've been doing a great job. They even got the homemade biscuits down now. That was one thing I really needed to be concerned about, making them up some biscuit dough ahead of time and refrigerating that, and then they can roll it out and cut them out, but nah. Yeah, Nam Yen just posted up a video of her and Nok Noi. From scratch, guys, from scratch. Buttermilk angel biscuits, and they look, dare I say, even better than mine. So they did a great job. And the gravy, they got the sausage gravy down pat too. How to make a bacon grease and salted butter roux, they got that down pat. How to make the homemade pancake mix, dry powder, and then add the eggs and buttermilk. Each time you need to make a fresh batch, they got that down pat. Breakfast burritos. Know how to grill the flour tortillas and get that all wrapped up just right. The omelets, very, very trying. Even for me, omelets are quite a skill, right? They got it. They got it, right? So, man, impressive, impressive. Who would ever thought you could teach Kun Thai how to make short order, which is not easy, short order Han Chao Matakamerika. Oh, there she comes, guys. Let's take a walk, shall we? Let's walk about it. Thank you, Mr. Shannon. Inshallah to you, sir. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Here we go. Oh, wait. Hey, what are you doing, huh? Want to go for a swim? Hmm? Huh? Huh? You want to go for a swim? Huh? I don't have any treats for you. Paul Douglas from Yorkshire. G'day, mates. Bloody good of you to drop in, sir. Thank you. Cheers to the English, sir. Paul Douglas, we're happy to have you. Thank you for letting us know your viewing location. Thanks a lot, Paul. I think Paul's pretty new to the channel too, guys, so it's good stuff. We got 22 in the house. I don't know how many thumbs up we got. We got Steve Barnes and Siri Broker moderating this stream. Thank you. Got the Love's a moderator as well. Thank you, guys. For all you know that have been following the channel, we've had some recent super fans. Yeah, we don't have to discuss them. You know what I mean. Thumbs down kind of people. So yeah, we kind of got to watch out because we don't want anybody ruining the flavor of our high quality, small but high quality audience, right? Unity, peace, and love. That's what we got going on here. Oh my. You know, the thing about the time warp, really just on one battery, without having to plug in a power bank or anything like that, just on one battery, if you don't touch the back screen and light it up, right, to use more battery, just keep it on time warp rolling dark, yeah, you can get a good hour's footage, which condensed down, you know, is what, you know, like 6 minutes worth of video on time warp, right? If you're doing 10 times, right? Something like that. But anyway, yeah, it's what I want to do is actually get the entire tide, because a lot of these boats, the ones closer to shore, especially on this end up here, will completely be on sand, right? That's how drastic the tide can be. So if I run the time warp, I can even speed it up a little bit more and plug in a power bank. We could get the boats rising on the tide, right? Be cool, be cool. It's a learning lesson, right? Anyway, I hope the stream's pretty good. Here we go, Bodo. You know the lifeguard took the day off, right? I told you we can count on Bodo for comedy. Jeff Johnson, I like the effects of that wide angle. Right? I almost took the live stream on linear today, but I thought, nah, we're viewing lots of boats and lots of clouds, so yeah, we're on wide angle cinematic 4K resolution on the GoPro. Of course, we can only stream 780p, or what is it, 720p. See, showing my ignorance. But anyway, because we're on the hotspot, right? You can't get up to 1080p on the live stream, but I tell you what, the GoPro 9 streaming live like this is a lot better quality than what I had with the 8K resolution camera on the Samsung Galaxy smartphone. So don't ask me, even though we're only at 720p, the quality is very nice to see. Poet and don't know it. Waders in Alaska. Hey, Triple T. We have above zero today with major amounts of sun. But we have the air for the aircon. That's funny. I'd love to visit your beautiful state. I've never been up there, Waders. I'd love to go. I love to trout fish. I've never been salmon fishing. Man, what an amazing place to live. Kudos. Cheers to Alaska. Oh, and the Northern Lights. I've never seen those either. So I'd have to come in the summer, whatever little bit of summer you have there. Cold is pretty miserable on the old teacher. So anyway, thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. That's hilarious. Richard Travel. I work my fingers to the bone. What do I get? Bony fingers. Yeah, that's about all you're gonna get, Richard. I mean, I know your channel's growing. You got over 6,000 subs now and getting good views. Showing a diversity of high quality expats living in Thailand. You're the only one out there doing it, man. It's great stuff. But at the same time, the pay is peanuts. And you do a lot of work, man. Those intro and outros and just a compilation of everything that you throw together, man. It is a lot of work, guys. I mean, a lot of hours. That newest vlog, not the fall asleep one, but the one before that I titled A Thai Movie. Oh, there she is. Wow, that ought to be some great time warp. But anyway, yeah, a Thai movie vlog that included time warp footage and actual video footage, and I tried to focus on the Thai people because I was the only foot on there. You know, not unusual with the current situation that we're having, right? And that's a pristine mainland beach in Thailand. Absolutely. So Thai people were having a lot of fun, and there was a lot of Thai people there. And ended up playing some music with some of them. But anyway, that video, I think, what, about a 20-minute video, something like that. It took me 6 hours of editing to put that together. So I enjoy it. I didn't used to enjoy the editing, but now, because I love the filming, I love actually filming the footage. So now when I'm editing, I took advice from Esquire in Asia. Awesome Aussie. Proud to call him my true mate for sure. The guy's got my back 100%, and vice versa. But anyway, he told me, you know, when you're editing, edit from the point of the viewer. What the crap? James, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I didn't even know this thing was being monetized. I didn't even know you could do that on this live stream. James, thank you very much. Not necessary, but hey, Triple T, is this enough to buy Triple D and the staff lunch? Yes, sir, that'll do it. Thank you. Yes, sir. I'll make sure, okay? I'll make sure of that. Thank you, James. Ah, the ladies in Triple D are gonna be happy. Yeah, that'll stock up Triple D really good, and yeah, the bacon that we have is not cheap. It's imported smoked bacon, so that's one of his favorites. And so that'll cover some bacon, some pork chop, and some eggs, and some actual dog food from Triple D. And then, yeah, the ladies, they go buy ingredients oftentimes that we don't even have, go down to market and put something together for themselves. So I'll make sure. Thank you, sir. And I'll tell them it's from you. Allah bless you, sir. Thank you. Steve Barnes, you're a gentleman. He is. At no video at all, I look great. I had my first flight in a year last week, only to Perth, but it was cool to get away for a while. Yeah, man, we lost a lot of freedom, didn't we, Andy? Things we take for granted. CJ, thumbs up for James. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, we'll put that to good use for sure. 2 days, sir. 2 days. Thank you. Jeff Johnson, Andy Stubbs. I haven't been on a flight since 2012. Oh, my God. Talk about being grounded. Ooh, what is that? 9 years? Jeez, oh, peso. Jeff, gotta get back in those friendly skies, as they say. As soon as you can, man, get to Thailand. You'll love it. Same, but different. Good morning at Brock Leary Hater. Thanks for that, CJ. Brock's awesome, man. He's always dropping great comments on the video vlogs too. Uh-oh. We got beach dogs and Kuntai students getting ready to go to school right here. Could you go to school there and actually learn anything? Because I could not. What are you doing, huh? Oh, ain't you beautiful? Huh? Ain't you beautiful? Oh my God. Huh? You are the most beautiful soy dog I've ever seen. Huh? Oh my God, look at your colors. And you're sweet too. You boy, girl. Huh? Girl. Oh my God, you're beautiful. Look at your face. Oh my God, and here comes the boy. How are you, huh? You okay? You got a big old square head, don't you, huh? Wow, he's a good boy too. But look at her. Oh my God, she's beautiful. Oh, wow. Huh? You want to go home? You want to go home with me, huh, girl? You do, huh? Oh, you've been fighting? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See Cal with his back hair up. What's going on? Or girl, you got a collar on, don't you, huh? Oh, you protecting your territory, aren't you, girl? Huh? Are you jealous? Oh no. Oh no, look at Shaggy Face. Shaggy Face coming in, huh? Wow, that, I don't know, what do you call that? Like a calico or something? That's a beautiful, God, she's beautiful. Huh? You are beautiful, girl. Huh? You are beautiful. All you guys are pretty, but wow. Oh, look at you. Huh? Oh, look at you. Oh, wow. Yes, Triple T, and it sucks being here. Well, all we can do is try to keep you cheered up, Jeff. You know what I mean? I know what it's like. I was that guy, trust me. Almost 6 years ago, I had nothing but stress and worry every day, guys. I've been fighting some serious medical issues, and it wasn't for my daughters. and some family, you know, friends, I don't know if I'd have made it, just to be honest with you. I was very depressed and needed a life reset, you know. Needed to get out of that stress and worry. So I took the leap. Never been to Thailand before. Came with a one-way ticket and no visa. Just got the exempt stamp on arrival, and I've been home for visits, but this is my home. And I feel very, very fortunate that I did it, and my life has gotten a lot better, and I certainly don't suffer from depression anymore. I mean, just when it might creep in, if I get a little overwhelming thoughts about my pain, it just gets wiped away, because I come down and I do this. So how can you be depressed? And then to wake up to the beautiful smiling face of my Thai wife every day, and I know that if I had the same issues like Got to Love, like Dave did, and I ended up in ICU or whatever may happen, none of us know the number of our days, do we? So she would be there without a doubt. Everything else would be on hold. So it's a very, very different life for me here. You know, that's my story, really. I'm just a simple guy with a simple life, but I was able to, you know, pull a little bit of savings together, and had a little bit of pension. So I took the leap, man, got on that plane, and yeah, my life's just gotten better and better every year. But Jeff, you know, if you don't have close family, and a lot of people don't, I don't know if I'd have made it through what I went through without the support, mainly of my daughters. You know, yeah, I got friends and sisters and brothers and whatnot, but the ones, you know, I was a single man. So, you know, I was fighting a battle that I never even imagined I would ever have to go through. Never even heard of neuropathy. And now I can talk on the same level as a neuromuscular specialist about my condition, because that's how educated I became on it. I was my own advocate, you know what I mean? Pack up in my Jeep, pulling a pop-up camper, and, you know, headed south, snow burden, to get away from the cold, and went to Scottsdale, Arizona, and Mayo Clinic, camped out at the parks, you know, and then, you know, had 3 or 4 appointments every week with specialists at the Mayo Clinic, you know, trying to get some answers. But at the end of the day, the answer was, there's no cure. You're just going to have to live with it. There is a treatment called IVIG immunoglobulin, which is a pharmaceutical product from plasma, right? So it takes about 5,000 people to donate 1 infusion of IVIG. So there's no red blood cells, so you can't get a blood contaminant, but it's white blood cells and antibodies, along with the other pharmaceutical processes that go into it. But anyway, it's a very expensive treatment, and what it does is it injects your body with a bunch of antibodies that don't attack your nervous system, right? So then they get in there and mingle with your jacked up antibodies, and your jacked up antibodies go like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, maybe we're supposed to be doing what these guys do, right? Just go and attack when there's a bacteria or some kind of an infection, you know, instead of attacking healthy body cells, right? But you get some remission out of it, right? It's like dialysis for people that have kidney issues. You got to keep going back and getting IVIG. Well, unfortunately, I'm highly allergic, and I was hospitalized after 1 infusion, and they prepped me with everything, right? Because there's a good chance of migraine, headaches, and different side effects from IVIG. So I was fully prepped, had a very slow infusion. I think it was like a 12-hour drip, right? So it's very slow getting it into my system, but I had the most rarest of reactions and ended up with a septic meningitis syndrome, which is like as severe as bacterial meningitis. And I was hospitalized for 7 days. Took them 3 days to get me to sleep. That's how bad the blood-brain barrier was swollen. You know, they pulled a spinal tap on me, and it was like milk. So I was in really critical condition after the IVIG, so I'll never get that again. I mean, it's on my medical record, and no neurologist would ever attempt it again. It's just not going to happen. So that's basically the only treatment. I mean, there's some other things like UV lighting. You can get a tanning bed at home that provides you with UVs, because increased vitamin D helps. And I'm already getting that naturally, right? But really, it's just something I have to live with. But, you know, I went from a guy that could jump a hurdle as tall as these rails here, with a 100-pound sack of cement in my hand, literally. Not exaggerating. I'm small, but I'm agile, right? Speed has always been, you know, my greatest asset. It was when I was in the military and everything else. But yeah, I went from being able to do that to couldn't even hardly walk, and was told I was going to end up in a wheelchair and all kinds of serious prognosis, right? But that's my story, and the depression and stuff. And look, we all have stories, you know what I mean? And you know, I don't know what you're going through, Jeff, or anyone else that's suffering with you know, depression over health issues or family issues or spousal issues or whatever it is, man. But all I can say is I hope when you tune into this channel, especially these live streams, these beach live streams, I created a playlist now that are all beach live streams. When you tune in, you see all the great comments. It's like we got a little family thing going on here, and you know, that's together we're much stronger, right? So we can pray, we can, you know, keep you in our thoughts, whatever, you know. We're not bound to any one religion here, you know. We're bound to caring and to love and to peace, right? So that's what connects us all. And if we keep the religion and the politics out of it, I think it'll just get even better and better and better, because people will just feel good. I want to tune into something that makes me feel good, you know. The visual, the audio, the live chat, it's just all, it's all good, you know. And so you guys are a big part of it. And look who's in the house now. Double M, Mr. Mitch. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, we had quite a few mods in early to cover your absence, but we're always honored to have you, man. Hey, looky there, Ross and Rayong's in the house. Ross is another friend of mine, got a place down here in Rayong, a resort. My next little excursion, I'm going to plan on stopping and staying with Ross down there, and he's got like 18 dogs, so he's a dog lover like I am, so that's going to be great. Thanks for coming in, Ross. May the force be with you. Always enjoy it, Triple T. Well, thanks, Jeff. Thanks, man. That's why I say it's not about, to me, it's not about numbers, right? It's not about quantity, it's about quality. And you know, just knowing that, you know, you can take a look at this and you can read the chat and you can listen to my rambling and think, good enough, man. That, you know, it helped me in some small way. You know what I mean? Just whether you're cold and you've always dreamed of, you know, living in a tropical country, and you look at this and go, wow, that feels good to watch, right? Or whatever your situation is, you know. The skies are pretty clear. Our air quality is so much better. You see the actual green forest on the hills of Satahip over there, and Samaysam Island out there, which are protected by the Royal Thai Navy too. I haven't taken a trip out there yet. I know you got to have a Kun Thai with you, and it's the Royal Thai Navy that actually takes you there for like day trips. There's absolutely 100% eco-friendly island. There's no resorts, there's no vendors, right? So you take your own water or whatnot, and, you know, bring your trash back with you. So definitely going to do that at some point. You guys know we just, you know, have a high priority at the open mic bar and grill plus breakfast. You know, it's my wife's business we got going. We got, you know, a lot invested, time, money, resources. It's holding its own. It's not making huge profits or anything, but it's paying the salaries and paying the rent, paying the utilities, right? Paying the accountant, paying the taxes, right? So it's doing well. And we look forward to growth, especially when the planes come back, right? Because a lot of people haven't experienced Phala or Rayong province whatsoever, right? They go to the more well-known areas of Thailand. So we're looking forward to a lot of people coming. And you know, we're even thinking about maybe buying property, but at the same time, you know, the highest priority is the business. It just really is. You know, that's where it's at. And so my wife is making a lot of sacrifice, but she enjoys working, right? But we're not able to, you know, make big plans right now or take any trips, or, you know, I can still do things, you know, through the week. But anyway, God, look at that. The sun's fixing to break again. So we should be getting some great time warp footage. We'll go back and check on our camera, but you know, pretty much all the Kun Thai know me down here, and I don't think we got anything to worry about, right? But anyway, this is the Phala Pier, and it's just used for taking selfies or coming out here and chilling out. It's not a fishing pier, no fishing allowed. So we do our Loi Gratong festival here every year, which is like the first full moon in November normally. In 2020, it actually fell on Halloween night, which was weird. But, yeah, first full moon late in the year. And they got rope baskets that you can lower, right? And you take your banana basket. It's called a gratong, which just means floating basket. Gratong. No, gratong means basket. Loi means float, right? No, loi. Anyway, Loi Gratong means floating basket. So you lower your banana basket. They're all biodegradable material, right? You lower it down. We've got a little metal cage and some rope. It goes down, hits the water, and the current takes it right out. The waves do not bring them into shore. The current takes them right out to sea. It's beautiful, guys. 1,000 people or more out here, and there's all kinds of festivals and markets and live music. Loi Gratong is an amazing time of year. If you've never been to Thailand for Loi Gratong, I highly recommend you do that. But I've never done it on the ocean before. Yin and I always did it at the rivers and stuff before, up in Isan and as well as Nakhon Nayok. We went to the temples on the rivers and let the baskets go down the river, right? But this was the first time in 2019 we did it here on the ocean. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And of course the Phala temple's right here, and they have huge festivals, and like carnival games, and you name it, man. Anytime Thai people got a big holiday, they do it up right. Now Songkran this year, unfortunately, coming up here in another week or so, is just going to be solely for religious ceremony, rituals, going to the temple, pouring water over the statue of Buddha, and all that, same as it was in 2020. You know, early on we thought we had the green light for the big gatherings and the water fights, and there's all kinds of festivals and carnivals that go along with Songkran, but yeah, figures it didn't get approved, right? And you know, in an abundance of caution, you know, we still got some of the bug, you know, in here in Thailand, some new cases and stuff. You know, a little bit Neat Noi and Samut Sakon, kind of where it all started on this second round, and a little bit in the capital, right? You guys can follow the news at Pattaya News. And by the way, Pattaya News is going to be on the Richard Travels live show this Saturday, so tune into that, man. Guy is really awesome. So that's going to be a great live show from the Pattaya News on Richard Travels. Awesome. Anyway, I don't know what our battery life is like. Yeah, there's always a lot of soy dogs down here. If I have breakfast at dinner time, I won't have to compete with Triple D for bacon. Yeah, we have breakfast all day. The breakfast menu is available all day. In the future, guys, we're going to be open from 6 a.m. till midnight, 6 days a week. Right now, we're closing at lunch. It's really hot season. We're a new business, right? But as things progress, you know, we're going to have more staff. So we're just going to be open all day, and breakfast will be available all day. And then there'll be a lunch menu, and we're thinking, you know, a lot of cool cold salads, really fresh salads, hottest part of the day, right? And like Subway sandwiches with fresh baked, you know, buns and rolls and stuff. So that's what we're thinking for a lunch menu, something simple, you know, a lot of pre-made stuff, but you can obviously toast up the buns fresh. We're gonna have a case with all of our baked fresh bread, right? You really need a case here in Thailand because the air is so humid. So you need a, you know, a proofing case or dry rack, right, with the hot lights and everything for your fresh baked breads to keep better, because the moisture is well, fresh bread doesn't like moisture, obviously, right? So it's kind of a dehumidifier when you've got one of those cases. Oh yeah, the sun's up there high now, guys. But anyway, so Mr. Mitch, you know, be thrilled to finally meet you, and I know it's going to happen, and I know you've had medical issues as well, a lot of challenges that you've had to overcome, as we all have had, right? But I know your goal is to get back here to the Kingdom of Thailand, maybe in December this year, or maybe even next year. But you know, everything must come to a pass. This too shall pass. The planes will be back to normal at some point, you know. I just don't believe that there's not an end. There is an end. Despite some people thinking, you know, it's the whole thing has been over sensationalized and all that, and I get it. We're not going to get into the divisiveness of the issue, but bottom line is it will come to an end, regardless of all the different opinions about what it's been and what it's going to be and where we're going, right? I mean, I'm just confident it's going to end, you know. So did the you know, the Black Plague. It ended, you know. You know, so I mean, everything comes to an end. This is going to come to an end, and then people are just going to be having the freedom to travel again after all this time, and maybe reevaluating their lives based on their experience. You know, none of us have ever lived through a global health crisis before, right? Not in our generation. Nobody alive, pretty much, right? So, you know, it's kind of a self-reflection, reevaluation. What do I want to do with the, you know, the rest of my life, whatever years I have left? What do I want to do? And a lot of people are really thinking about Southeast Asia and Thailand, you know, more specifically, just because they see, basically that's what I mean about reshort travel. I mean, you tune into one YouTube channel and get all this diverse group of people from all backgrounds and different nationalities, all have basically one thing in common. They love living in Thailand, you know, to a person. I've never heard anyone say, yeah, not for me, right? It's like, sabai. Thai people are awesome, right? Good morning, Arun Sawat. So yeah, they're getting set up, guys. They've already got shells. Ooh, my wife loves these. Tarai nakap, nung kilo.
1 กิโล 35 บาท
35. Oh, okay. Wow, not expensive. 35 baht, guys, for a kilo. My wife loves those, and she loves these too. Ani tara nakap?
180 ค่ะ
Roy Batsit. Oh, 180 baht for a kilo of these. These are amazing. And here's one that's a little bit open. Will you stay open for me? Don't pinch me. No, he's gonna close. Here's some. You see the color? They're live, guys. You do not want to get pinched. Okay. Kap kun kap. Giant prawns on ice. Look. Oh, God, it's amazing. That's one of the things about Thailand, you know, no tax, no levy, no government regulation, just people making a living, selling amazing seafood, right? Fresh. Now, a lot of the prawns come from the farms, and I've heard people say, I don't want to eat shrimp that's been living in a pond getting fed food. Well, I mean, I've eaten a crap ton of them, and I've never had a problem, but a lot of people can't handle shellfish in general, right? So yeah, I wouldn't advise anybody that's got any kind of allergies to shellfish to my God, I don't know how much longer we got GoPro battery here, and I'm gonna head to the open mic shortly. That's sea bass, man.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you? So 100, 130 baht, 120 baht, 160 baht. So this one's 160 baht. So let's see. That's about $5, guys, for a big old healthy sea bass. Huh? Cold, ice cold, bagged up, ready to go. Oysters. What do you got there, brother? Look at there. There's those freaking oysters are amazing here too. They're small, but guys, they're really good and they're cheap. Squid. Majak tele. Wani, kap. Oh, so he caught these in the sea today, guys. Oh, I was never a big fan of squid until I got to Thailand. My wife loves them, and there's different styles, right? See the difference in the heads? Look how big some of these are. Oh my God. Wow. What do you got, sir? Ani. Arai.
Octopus.
Oh, there's some more. Okay, octopus. Joy. Let me see those. Oh, yeah. So the tentacles are the best eating, guys. I can tell you that for sure. The tentacles are even better than the bodies. So there, we got 3 different styles. Oh, that's amazing. And Majak tele. Oh, wow. By Lao. Okay, chai. Okay, and kapun kap. Thank you. So yeah, they're getting ready. Crab will be coming in, right? So they're getting the squid and the shells and the shrimp and the fish and all that set up, and then the last thing will be the fresh crab, fresh live crabs. They were huge. A crab the size of a small dog. I love squid too now, Mr. Mitch. I really do. Especially, have you ever had the dried squid? Like the squid jerky? And they cover it with like salt? Like sea salt or whatever? It's amazing. It's amazing, right? And it's easy to keep, right? You just pack it with you. It's a little bit more expensive. I mean, it's dried, but it's also like on the barbecue or two. I don't know exactly how they cook it, but it's freaking amazing. It's like squid jerky. It's truly amazing. And with the saltiness, right? It's perfect. But yeah, I bought from a lot of these vendors down here. I try to, you know, share the money, right? Spread the money around. They're all great people, right? And yeah, I've got my mask, guys. It's down around my chin, but yeah, I'll pull the camera off my head here when we close, and we're probably going to close pretty quick. We better go check on our camera though, hey? What do you think, guys? Think somebody stole it? I got rocks on the tripod and everything, so I don't think it would have fell over. We'll see if it's still running, you know what I mean? So I parked right here. I'm on Old Red this morning, the Honda Wave 125. They're just so easy. And looky there. There's the Hero 8 right where I left it. Let's see what kind of battery life we got left on it. Man, that should be some good time warp, because that was a beautiful, eventful, lots of clouds in the sunrise, you know? Excuse me while I light a cigarette. I know Mr. Mitch doesn't like it. That's something I'm going to talk to my doctor about too. And I'm cutting down a lot. But anyway, yeah, guys, don't look at the debris. I mean, it'll all be cleaned up. Like I say, there's a good volunteer program. It's just part of Thailand, guys. I mean, I don't want to highlight it because to me it's insignificant. It gets cleaned up. They're cutting back on plastic use, you know. I think they're going to enact a lot of different regulations, you know, to try to, and the education is a huge part of it, you know. Most of it, I think, comes locally from the sea here, you know, from the boats and everything just getting tossed over. I mean, you do see a little bit of people leaving their garbage on the beach, but that's a small part of it. All right. Wow. See if we're still filming. Yeah, it's still rolling. Oh man, that should be some pretty good time lapse. Well, let's take it down here and change the angle up a little bit. And don't be afraid to swim down here. I mean, this is kind of, see how they got the protected bay? There's a long jetty of coral rock, right? It comes out off of the gazebo to kind of protect the boat bay here a little bit. It's a real shallow bay here, so obviously it's stirred up, real sandy, but guys, I mean, the swimming beach is on the other side of the gazebo, and it's clear water. There's not a thing wrong with it, trust me. Right? It's no Nam Sai or Hat Nong Nong out there on the Navy base where you have all the coral that's been protected for, you know, 100 years or whatever it is. Like they really preserve that, right? Obviously, you can't protect coral on most of the mainland beaches because, you know, you got fishermen dropping anchors and stuff everywhere. The coral's not gonna stay preserved, right? But it's still great for swimming. It really, really is. And the water feels perfect. It's cool. It's not hot. It will be. In the afternoons, it'll be hot. But after the nighttime and all the wind we had, and, you know, maybe some rain out there in the Gulf too, it's nice and cool in the mornings. We're great for swimming. Very refreshing. So as far as this stream, we could be coming near the end of the GoPro battery life. You'll hear beep, beep, and it'll close. So if that happens, you'll know why it spontaneously just dropped like that. I don't have the battery bank hooked to it. I mean, I'm wearing it on my head for Pete's sake, you know. So anyway, that'll be the end of the stream. Peace and love to everyone. If that happens at any moment, I'm gonna go down here and set up this time warp footage and get some of the clear sky opposite angle with the hills in the background here. So that'll make a pretty good little short video of the time warp action. We'll get some cloud movement over the hills here too, it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little time warp moving footage while we're going here. You gotta be real steady though. Another thing that's really nice about the time warp feature is you can zoom in. So you know, you can actually leave it on widescreen and then zoom in. So it, like, you know, it's already cropped when you upload it. It's pretty cool. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll get up here on the gazebo if the steps are still functional, and stop this walking warp, right? Because it's doing a walking warp now, and then change the settings and zoom in and finish the rest of this battery in the Hero 8 with the opposite angle here. Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, I did create a playlist of live at the beach videos. So that's, every one of them is just live at the beach, not motor live or anything, just live at the beach. So, you know, if you ever want to just fall asleep, there's huge segments of those live streams without any blah blah blah, right? Just listen to the sound of the ocean. But I just put up that newest vlog, Fall Asleep. Just screen recorded some highlights of a live stream out there at Nong Rong and Nong Ram. So yeah, I just made sure that it was unmonetized, so people that don't have YouTube premium accounts can just listen to it if they go to sleep, right? And it's, the audio is pretty good on it. And there's neat noi, blah, blah, blah. One of the benefits of having a YouTube channel is you can do things like that. When you're just doing it for a hobby, you know, you don't need to monetize everything, right? Like I say, I didn't even know this live stream was monetized. Normally they aren't. I'll go ahead and monetize the playbacks on them, but so evidently this one's monetized because James sent a donation via super chat. You can't do that unless the monetization was on. So maybe the GoPro app is starting to you know, monetize. Normally when I just go live on the GoPro app, I don't go into the advanced settings or anything. I just go live. So get up here and close this live stream out, catch up with you guys in the chat if we're still live, and I'll leave this camera here, capture some more time warp footage, and walk back to the motorcycle, come back and get it. So this is the long Phala beach. Tide's pretty high. Steps are working. Strong wind, so you're probably catching that. All right, let me reset the settings here. Go to time where I got a little bit of battery left. Still on 10 frames. Zoom is 1 time. Okay. Now I can zoom all the way like that. If I can get the seawall and that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, get a little seawall and some mountains. Oh yeah, I like that. You have to go down a little bit. It's a little unstable with the wind. A little coral rock in there too. Boy, that wind is strong. Alright, that ought to be pretty good. Let's capture that. Time warp rolling. We got like 28% battery, so alright, let me catch you guys' chat. Get over here in the shade. Appreciate you watching. If we're still live, what are we? Are we live or are we dead? Oh, Dan says we're live. Take it easy, Andy. Dave, take care. Seaspiracy is on my Netflix watch list. Have fun, do a live, Dave. Yeah, Dave, do a live. Chris S. Hello, Triple T in chat. Thanks for coming in, Chris. Jeff Johnson. Chris, how are you? All right, guys. My Pinay. Oh, thank you for coming in, My Pinay. I think that's a new subscriber. Thank you. My Pinay, for those of you guys that don't know, just means don't worry or no problem, right? So that's what you would say after someone says thank you, you know. Kapun kara, my pinay ka, right? No problem, right? Like in Spanish, you would say de nada, right? Of nothing, de nada, of nothing, no problem, right? Great, thank you for coming in. Roger that, have a great day. Who else did I miss? Steve Bynes, My Pinay, Andy Stubbs, Mr. Mitch, Ross and Rayong. Fresh squid, less than 12 hours old. Not frozen, it's very soft and delicious. You ain't kidding, Ross. I think that's a big key. Tom Bernard came in the house. Right on, Tom. Tom's from right down the road here at Nam Rin. He's headed into ASQ real quick. So we're going to be welcoming Tom to the area. All right. My Pinay. Deep fried squid with olive oil is scrummy. I agree. Randy Stapleton. Whoa, check out that name. That's new. My wife and I plan on traveling there soon. Well, Thailand welcomes you, right? Despite what we got going on. Now, they did cut down the quarantine days to 7 for those of you that have had the double jab. So it's going to continue to progress from there, I think. So, hey, welcome to the channel, Randy Stapleton. I love that name, Stapleton. It's a really, really good country artist named Stapleton. Maybe you've heard of him, right? Good stuff. Thanks for coming in. Got to look Thailand. Jeff Johnson. I hope to be there by the end of the year. Well, hope to see you then, Jeff. I sure hope so, my pen and I. Think October will be fine, right? Triple T, did you make it to Crab Fest at the mall this past week? They've had 2.3 kilo mud crab. Oh my God, no, I didn't make that, Ross. I didn't make that, dang. Did you go? I hope somebody puts up some video of that. That sounds amazing. Like I say, we've got kind of a high priority with the business thing going on, so it's a little difficult for us to go out and experience things. Hey, looky there, we got King Kiao. Good morning, King Kiao. ผู้หญิงไทยสวยมากขอบคุณมากครับยินดีที่ได้รู้จักคุณยินดีที่ได้ so Triple T YouTube channel. Thank you. I'm getting ready to close it. Second. We had a nice sunrise. You guys want to watch it playback if you're just joining late. I think the first 20 minutes or so probably pretty epic, and I'm going to be bringing you some time warp footage real soon of the same event. So yeah, all right guys, had you on the headband this whole time, right up here on top of my colors, if you know what I mean. Lens looks good. So yeah, we got the last time warp shots going on over here. Yeah. Right here. Huh? We're zoomed in, and so we're getting cloud movement, we're getting waves against the coral rock, and we're getting the seawall splash too. So we're running 10 frames per second, so basically 10 times the speed of natural. So it ought to be some decent time warp footage coming up real quick, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. GoPro Hero 9 battery held up well this morning on the live beach stream, and like I say, I did create a playlist, so after this embeds, I'll create a thumbnail for it, and I'll put the playlist of all the live stream at the beach videos that I have. I've got them all in a playlist. God, I think there's over 20 of them. So if you enjoy just the sounds of the oceans and not too much chatter, right? You can still you'll hear me talk quite a bit about the live chat and what was going on in there. So if you enjoy it, let that playlist run when you have time, right? All right, guys. Kapun Makara. Sawadee. Peace and love to everyone. Triple T saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Tuning out from right here at amazing Phala Beach, Chang, Rayong, Thailand. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. Get my phone so I can end the stream. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. I am going to be open mic bound real quick. Oh, Sue Rowan. Sue Rowan jumped in. Good morning from Phala Beach, Sue. Thank you. You just made it. Yeah. Hey. Wow. Thank you, Sue. Appreciate it. Goodbye, Sue. I hope you'll enjoy, especially the first 20 or 30 minutes of the stream was starting pre-dawn. We had some amazing clouds. And Sue, I'm going to be uploading some some time warp footage of the same event. So we were live streaming and recording some time warp. So if you don't want to watch the whole playback of the live stream, look forward for that time warp footage. So you'll see pretty much everything in 10 times the speed. Of course, I can't capture the sound of the ocean when we're doing time warp. There's no audio. So I'll overlay it with some tunes for you. But anyway, Sue, thank you so much. Thank you, King Kiao. King Kiao. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. Peace and love. Thank you for supporting this little channel. We really appreciate it.